Way! Welcome to Irish Eyes on Wrestling, week 5, part 3, and those balloons are for CM Punk. He didn't get them on Raw, but he gets them here on Irish Eyes on Wrestling. Hey, we've done what Heyman didn't. I'm Carl Sherlock, I'm Carl Sherlock on Twitter.
I'm Simon Russell and social media now.
I hope Punk liked that. I think he did. I think he would.
I think he enjoyed the balloons, you know, certainly. He's a Paul Heyman guy.
He is a Paul Heyman guy, and Paul Heyman wanted those balloons. But today we're going to be talking about CM Punk's title run. He held it 365 days on Monday. Great accomplishment.
Absolutely. Longest title reign for years.
Oh, it really is. Since John Cena's 380-day run, which he will beat by the time TLC comes around.
Absolutely, and since they've gone past the days of hot shot and titles on Raw, I think he's well on course to beat him.
Exactly.
It's good.
The next one to beat
couldn't have to a nicer guy.
Next one to beat is Randy Savage's 371 reign.
Absolutely.
Which he's very close to. Actually, he's beating
Not
it
quite
today.
yet.
He's level with it today.
Level with six.
Yeah.
Today is Sunday.
It is Sunday. He's level with it today, so congratulations CM Punk. And then the one after that, he's not going to beat Hulk Hogan's reign from 82 to 84.
No, and he's certainly not getting anywhere near Bruno or Sammartino's
No.
reign.
As he said, it would be a Wednesday night, the 355th episode of Main Event. CM Punk to beat Bruno Sammartino.
That'd be pretty impressive.
I'd love it.
Especially if he beat him on Main Event.
Oh god. I'd love.
Maybe they could wheel Bruno Sammartino in so he could, Bruno, I'm going to beat you.
To prove I'm the best in the world.
That'd be very impressive.
But I'd love him to do it, but it's not going to happen. That record will never be beat.
No, it's not like the old days. There's too much.
14 years.
Too much. I mean, you've got 5 or 6 shows a week to fill now. I mean, people will get sick of it.
Not me.
I'm not saying. Well, I mean, the difference between house shows when there's no TV.
Yeah.
And even Hulk Hogan's reign when people just wanted Hulk Hogan and that was it.
Exactly.
He was wrestling to a lot of people.
True. The fact that there's loads of people that don't like Punk. They really don't like Punk.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a
but I mean,
style of wrestling to what they're used to.
Yeah, definitely. But at least he doesn't have the kind of go home heat or the split crowds that John Cena gets.
Yeah, that's true.
And you'll get the smarks chanting for CM Punk no matter what he is, face heel or
different. Well, that's because they know he can wrestle. He's good.
Best in the world.
Yes, exactly. We're going to start out his first match. He won last year's Survivor Series against Alberto Del Rio with he used a submission. Del Rio tapped out. We have a few people saying here on Twitter. I asked during the week for people to mention their favourite CM Punk moment in the past year, and I have a few people. WWE fan KHTW John said that beating Del Rio for the title was his favourite, as well as Luck is for Losers. Great moment it was when he won. His Peep Kurt Angle, sorry, Kurt Face, don't know where that came from, but it was Peep Kurt, add Peep Kurt Angle.
Maybe that could be my Twitter.
Maybe.
Kurt
Face, that's a good one. That was, and then it was Charlie Frisco at Tigger Charlie. He said he was at Madison Square Garden last year at Survivor Series to see CM Punk win.
Very jealous of that.
Yeah.
Very jealous of you, Charlie. I've been to MSG a couple of times, never for wrestling, but I would like to get back there eventually.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping, even though they've got WrestleMania 29 in Jersey this year, that they'll have WrestleMania 30 back in MSG, since they do it for 1, 10, 20.
Yeah, it would be
silly
great.
not to do it for 30.
Yeah.
I know it's in the same kind of area, but come on. It's WrestleMania.
No, I think they're going down south for it.
Shame.
I know. But
Madison Square Garden is where it's happening.
Yeah. I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, Punk's next title reign or title defense then was in a triple threat match at TLC in a ladders match. It was against The Miz and Alberto Del Rio. It was a great match, brilliant match. Del Rio and Miz worked very well together. Ended up handcuffing CM Punk to the ropes, and Punk had to untangle the ropes and take the ropes out of the post so he could knock Miz or Del Rio off the ladder and climb up and won it. It was a great match. Nobody said that was their favourite moment.
It's okay. Well, we can fast forward ahead to when he was feuding with Chris Jericho, which is probably my favourite feud so far this year.
I just want to mention, dedicated to Layla, Miss Lales said that Dolph,
of course,
Dolph Ziggler.
How could I skip out over Ziggs? Big fan of Ziggs as well.
Royal Rumble 2012, Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk. It was an amazing match. Everyone kind of knew Dolph Ziggler wouldn't win, but it was still a great match.
You can have a good match with anyone, and when you've got a worker like CM Punk, just keeps on going. Actually, Ziggler, in the last 2 years, he had a really good match with Daniel Bryan as well. I really wish they'd hurry up and elevate him and stop making him look weak with his money in the bank. I mean, Grant, he's about to have a feud with Cena, and he's going to be another losing end with his Money in the Bank title shot. They really, I know I like this little vicious streak they've got going in him, except if he's just going to get beaten by Cena, it's money for old rope. They're not really letting him up to anything.
He went clean over Randy Orton at Survivor Series.
He did. He was the last survivor, but I mean, I can't see it happening with Cena.
Yeah.
I wish it will. I wish it will.
Yeah, I wish, but they've already said backstage that they've given John Cena this injury because they don't think it's believable that Dolph Ziggler could beat John Cena fully fit.
Dolph Ziggler's a bit smaller than Cena, but he's
far more
athletic.
WWE. I mean, they had Rey Mysterio go over Big Show.
It's true. Rey Mysterio's still the longest survivor in a Royal Rumble ever.
Yeah, over and over.
He spent about half of that hiding under the corner turnbuckle.
Yeah, true.
Almost
straight.
Exactly, but fair play to him. He won it in the end.
True.
He got his Eddie push.
He did indeed. The next feud CM Punk had was against Chris Jericho, and that was a great feud.
How could you not enjoy that?
I mean, I'm a big Jericho fan.
Jericho kind of carried that a bit for me though, because CM Punk was this white bread baby face for the first half of his reign.
True.
It wasn't until he turned heel that I really started enjoying his work again. I mean, his work was always phenomenal, but his promos were real. He was just like Cena with tattoos, really.
Basically,
he was very fucking, white bread, boring. I like that he beat Jericho twice in a row. That was
I was shocked. I thought Jericho would have went over him at least once, but he got 2 wins over Jericho at Elimination Chamber was in the chamber, but he beat Jericho there, and then at WrestleMania, it was an outstanding match. That Mania. It was unbelievable. But it was great, and people who say that was their favourite moment is Ola Maurice Colette PL, Maxim de Munch at Munchie rated R, and Jack Package at Big Package 12.
That is fantastic.
Also,
that's very impressive, I'll say. Well done, Jack. That's a good handle.
Adhem Y2J at GFX. This is also carrying in, all these people are carrying it into the next month as well. He also, Extreme Rules, it was a street fight, Punk Jericho. It was a great street fight.
They don't do street fights like they used to, but still, that was very impressive.
Well, this is the PG era, you can't have blood.
That said now, speaking of street fights, 2 weeks ago there on Raw, when it was in England, that Del Rio Randy Orton street fight was very impressive, and that RKO on the steps at the end was sick.
It was.
I'm not a big Randy Orton fan, but if he's going to steal DDP's move, he does it pretty well.
He does. I mean, it's no diamond cutter, but it still works. It works. We'll let him away with it. The next big feud Punk moved on to was Daniel Bryan.
Absolutely. Wish AJ hadn't been in the middle so much. I would have liked if it was just a competition feud.
Yeah.
I haven't really done one of those in a while either.
True.
I'm coming across like a grouchy outfit now with the last couple of shows. But I would like a good old competition feud. I'm better than you. You're not better than me. Let's have a fight about it. There always has to be something in the middle, I suppose, to keep people's attention. But it works for the UFC. It's like, I'm better than you.
True.
Let's have a fight.
They could do it.
They get millions of pay-per-view buys, so why don't they have at least one competition feud? you know, and Punk and Bryan will be the guys to carry him.
Yeah, very true.
They've got the kind of work rate, and you know they've got the Muay Thai kicks, the yes kicks, and
you know, the no kicks, no.
But certainly, I think they could do a lot with that.
Yeah. Darren Lynch at Mr. Lynch 44 said that was his favourite moment. Punk Daniel Bryan at Money in the Bank 2012. It was an outstanding match, like every match with Punk and Bryan. It really is brilliant.
No question.
The next big thing that happened in it was Raw 1000. He turned heel, and I have to say it was my favourite moment when he done the GTS to The Rock.
Beautiful.
It was
beautiful. Cause The Rock bumps like nobody else for
it was
backflip stunners, and you know, he nearly rolled out the ring on Olympic slams. You know, he sells finishers like nobody's business, and he took that one with gusto, and he sold it like he was shot.
He really did. It was brilliant.
I look forward to seeing what they can actually do in the ring together.
Very true.
I hope Rock shows up in slightly better shape than he did at WrestleMania last year, because when he was, you know, he had all the mirror muscles, he was gassed after about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
And they were kind of laying on each other for a bit. But you know, I should find it really funny. You know, once in a lifetime, Cena and Rock last year. It's going to be twice in a lifetime this year.
Yeah, no,
twice in a lifetime.
Like, it's not worth
Remember, folks, this is only the second time you'll ever get to see it.
Yeah. There's a few people that said that the GTS from The Rock was their favourite moment. Seth Rollins at Flawless Punk was one of them. Pepper at Pepper Loves Punk said it as well.
A few Punk fans there.
Yeah, they both said that was their favourite moment. I have to agree. I loved that moment. It was the start to the heel turn in which I'm eating it up. It's amazing.
God, it was beautiful. Actually, one of my favourite moments in Punk's reign was when the car turned out to have Paul Heyman in it.
Oh.
That was great. Paul Heyman has been fucking sterling the last couple of weeks. I don't know why they haven't hired him back a long time ago.
Yeah.
I know Vince has his thing, and they still try and belittle him on telly. He's like, I'd like to be the manager. No, you'll never be the manager.
Yeah.
But Paul Heyman as GM could do so much.
I really could.
Even like half the wrestlers can't cut promo like he does. And
it's true.
All the little things like his facial expressions and that. And
he's
very believable guy.
His promo this Monday on Raw was outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding, calling everyone because of his heart attack last week, you know, and calling everyone out, saying everyone's been calling for months, for years, saying to bring back the Attitude Era. We go risky one little time, and I'm getting all this abuse. No,
what a promo! It's like Punk's promo starting off the summer of Punk last year. I am the best wrestler in the world.
It was amazing.
Where are my ice cream bars?
I still want them. There was a strange moment for this one. I found it very strange. The only person to say it. Their favourite moment was Punk versus Sheamus in the first episode of Main Event.
I didn't get to see the match. I'd say it was quite good. I'm not surprised that Sheamus didn't go over, but I do.
It was a strange win as well. Punk took the padding off the bottom turnbuckle. Sheamus came running for the bro kick, and
dropped to hold
off the bar and a roll up.
Excellent.
And that was
well, you know, that's fairly, you know, that could be. It's not quite a fluke win. It's got a little bit of schmoz. It's still kind of clean. I like that finish. I think that's good. There's no international objects really. You know, didn't bring in a Singapore cane or anything like that.
Very true. I love Punk with the cane. It's awesome. And there's 3 people that said that this was their favourite. Thank you, Edge, BTR and WWE Forever, Cookie Orton WWE, which is Devious Diva, and Rise Above Cena from Benjamin Yeffet. All their favourite moments was when CM Punk went over Ryback 2 months ago.
Well, he didn't really go over.
He didn't go over. Well, when he beat Ryback.
He had fast count and a low blow from Maddox, not so good.
Yeah, but that was their favourite moment.
I liked that he finally got some offence in on Ryback in Survivor Series.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that.
It was about time.
Yeah. I love the double suplex.
After all their confrontations and all the rest of it, you know.
I love the double suplex from Cena as well through the table.
Very good, you know, a bit of work together, you know. Yeah. But that Ryback feud. I
don't know. It's probably my least favourite.
I don't know how they're going to keep them both looking strong coming out of it.
It's very hard to.
They kind of painted themselves into a corner. Ryback's supposed to be this unstoppable machine, and so much so that you need 3 or 4 guys to beat him down. You wouldn't want Punk to look like a strong John champion. I know,
especially going in to fight The Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really weird. I don't know how
obviously the blow off is obviously going to be a TLC, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. And where's Ryback going to go afterwards?
Exactly.
Is he going to? Maybe he's going to feud with Sheamus. Maybe.
Good Sheamus. There's Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is due a bit of a turnaround. I'd say he'd probably be back at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Maybe turn the title shot. Who knows? That's why everyone's focusing on The Rock versus CM Punk. Nobody's actually thought about who's going to win the Rumble.
Exactly. That hasn't been brought up at all by anybody. So. Yeah, maybe.
You know, you come back 11 years after the last one you won it.
Exactly, yeah. It could be time for Lesnar to win it again. I have a thing here from John Cena, addicted to Cena. She said her favourite moment was, she doesn't really have one, and it'll be when CM Punk finally loses the belt.
I'm shocked that somebody addicted to Cena would want CM Punk to lose the belt. How can you lose it to Ryback though? And what if Ryback beats Cena then? No.
Yeah, it's true.
Then really be.
I mean, if Ryback wins the title, you'd expect a long reign because he's, meant to be unbeatable. But he can't. He's not a great promo guy. He's not going to be entertaining as champion because every match is going to be the exact same.
Definitely not.
He won't have a long.
He needs a Paul Heyman, like a Bobby the Brain. He needs a mouthpiece, because all his promos are centered around dinner.
Basically,
I mean, he's taking it too literally. I can understand. I'm a hungry guy. I'm hungry for competition and to beat people up. But no, he's literally like, I want to eat things.
It's basically not going further than that. Yeah. Now we get the crowd going. Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely, he got over in a short space of time.
He just didn't move his shoulder. And
he's gone from a Goldberg chance to getting his own proper chance in the arena.
Yeah, I like
it when you do it. So they've done
work.
a good job. But it's been a long time since they've had a big, absolute, vascular beast up there. So I suppose they just want kind of a bolder shoulders like the mid-80s. Go back to horse steroids.
Yeah. And the best answer I've gotten, I have to say, it was from Tony Starr, at Real Tony Starr. It was my favourite Punk moment of the 1 year reign, was 1 year of wrestling matches that created drama, excitement and pure art.
Sounds. Tony, you're obviously a big CM Punk fan. Get on board with that.
I mean, that's a great answer. I love that answer, Tony. There's nothing, I can't argue with that answer. I mean, every match he's had this year, well, most of them anyway, have been excellent.
Fair enough.
All the matches we've announced tonight has been great. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. That's Punk's reign.
That's us.
You had your balloons. And you've had 1 year. Let's hope maybe you go a bit more. We'd like you to. The odds are you're not going to get past WrestleMania, which is a shame. But I'm Carl Sherlock, at Carl Sherlock on Twitter.
I'm Simon Russell, and no.
No Twitter for this guy. But this has been Irish Eyes on Wrestling.